to conclude with this last question. What is one thing you'd most love to change about the world, or yourself?
Well, myself, I'd like to love myself a little more. You know, I still wake up some days and, you know, wish I had like a smaller nose or like a softer grade of hair. Never wished I never had like the whole lip thing. I never wanted small lips, but I know that it's all a form of self-hate, and I know I'm always preaching this self-love, and I can't you know, keep preaching that and be the product of what I've been fed. But you can't help it sometimes, because it's like when you've been told that there's like how long have you been seeing in magazines? There's been this. He's the skinny guy. He's the skinny white guy with the frosted tips and the perfect smile, and you know that's what every girl in America wants, and that's what every girl, you know, aspires to have. And when you see that you're not that, it can fuck you up. I feel like that's why I fuck with Kendrick so much. I don't know why he's getting so much backlash as of late, because I don't think he's saying that. I don't think he's saying self-love can stop oppression. I don't think he's saying that self-love is, you know, to distract anybody from oppression. I think he's saying that it's vital in just improving society in a sense that where are we gonna go if we can't value ourselves and then value each other? You can't have this feeling of empathy for anybody if you feel like shit all the time. That's why I love Kanye West so much, because he loves. I feel as though he loves himself so much that he wants everybody to feel that way about themselves. That's what I wanna bring to the world. I want everybody to love themselves enough to care about somebody else.
In the most full form.
Yeah, just, you know, I feel like you should never look in the mirror and hate what you see.
Right.
Because you're gonna have these features forever. Everything about you, you're gonna have forever. Doesn't matter how old and saggy it gets. You know, you're gonna have forever in some way, shape, or form, and you might as well get to loving it, because it's. I mean, unless you can get plastic surgery or some shit, but like you're gonna hate that somewhere down the line, because it's just not you, and you're gonna come to realize that nothing in the world can make you happier than being happy with yourself. Like, I think Mac Miller tweeted one time, he was like, if you think you do this to have everybody tell you how great you are, then think again, because it will still mean nothing. You won't believe them, is what he said. Right. And I feel that way every day, because I get praise from people sometimes. You know, you're so smart, you're this, you're that. Anything that people will say when you just use a word with more than 3 syllables. But I never feel it, because I never feel that way about myself. And it just, that's always been most relevant to me, because I know what that feels like firsthand. I know what it feels like to not believe people when they give you this high praise. You know, I get it from my mom sometimes, and I like shrug it off. She's like, you could do this, you just apply yourself. And when you hear about yourself applying yourself to your life, you think, all right, now I just don't have the work ethic for it. You know, I have all this potential, but what the fuck is potential if you're never going to do anything with it? Right. And with the world, one thing I'd like to change about the world, I just like, you know, everybody to have a little more empathy. You know, everybody to have, you know, because there's no reason for there to be enough food in the world and there's people starving. You know, that's just simple math. Like, if there's X amount of food in the world, X amount of people, and those numbers don't overlap, then everybody should be eating. It doesn't make sense that, you know, people own public things. Like, it doesn't make sense that somebody owns a beach to me, because, you know, you can't put a price on what has been given to us naturally. Right. You can't put a price on any of that at the end of the day, because if the world ends tomorrow, what the fuck are you going to say to whatever destroys the world? I bought this. You can't. None of that matters in the end. None of that matters when it all matters most. I'd like to just have everybody feel for each other a little more. I feel as though the world could benefit from being able to put each other in each other's shoes. Definitely. All right, man. My thing for the world.
All right, man. Well, that concludes the third installment. Freethinkers Mind. Noah, thank you, man. Always a pleasure. Freethinkers Mind.